Would you be buying this breakout on Bitcoin? That's a good question. Usually you want to buy retraces, not breakouts. But there is a case where you do want to buy breakouts, and Bitcoin is that case. And what is that case? Well, it's where you break out on multiple time frames, multiple swing points. And that's what Bitcoin's doing. And that's why you should be looking at it right here, right now. Let's go to the charts and take a look at this. I'm going to start here with the daily chart first. And the reason for that, of course, is because it's already broken out and you can see that extension already starting to take place. So we got the breakout here. Off the left-hand side is a swing point. You can't see it because this is 3 months of data. But that swing point over there was broken and this thing is trailing higher. If you go over here to the weekly, what is it doing? Same thing, folks. This thing's breaking out. It went over the swing point that is here, and it's coming up to take out this one. And it's right on the verge of doing it right here, right now. And if you want to take it farther, although it's not going to be a breakout, if we bring in the monthly here, you're going to have a break to new highs, and that is as it goes over this top here. And so that's going to be essentially another breakout, but it's not officially because you didn't get a swing point high print here. This thing's been too strong, this consolidation too tight. But this thing also wants to break higher. Now, there are some other factors here that we should probably look at. And that is, if I bring over the trading cube, what we have here is a situation where nothing is extended, right? These are in the 50%, this is in the 40%. That's exactly what you'd like to see, right? So this thing can travel for a while. And how far can it travel? Well, if I go here and I look at the ABCD structures, confirmed suspect, in other words, these are in play already. That one prints up to a 114, and if you go down to this one, the long-term one here, that one prints to 145. You get an intermediate one that's about, when we get that breakout on the weekly, that's going to get you to 136. Bitcoin's trading here at 111. So you're talking about 25 and you're talking about, 34 on 111. So you're talking about, 20% gain here, probably about 35% gain there, just doing rough math. So still a long way to go. And not only that, I believe when we get this breakout, we're actually going to set up another one that's not showing yet, which is here. And this one is going to take you up to about 170, I believe. Bitcoin is breaking out. It's breaking out on all time frames, right? Breaking a new highs. And there's really not a lot to be concerned about. What would concern me? Well, what would concern me would be a break of the swing point low. So it's back down around 100. Another thing that would concern me once this breaks out, which I believe it's going to do, is if this retest regen, if it comes back to test, and it doesn't even have to come back to test when there's a breakout on multiple time frames, but if it does come back to test, that would concern me as well. If it were to break that, that's at 99.4. So roughly, about you're risking back to about 99 if you're buying it here at about 110, 111. And what are you shooting for? Well, you're shooting for 120, 140, 160 probably. And that's the known structures. This thing could compound. And one last thing I should probably inject here is that when you have nested ABCDs like we have here, in other words, these are overlapping. If you look at their starting price points, there's overlap between these. And so, when you have overlapping, and this one will also be, so in other words, you got ABCD structures that are looking like this, right? That are overlapping. When you get that kind of a situation, the history, the data suggests that you're probably going to complete them. And that also is a good thing. So I like everything that's here. I'm overweight this. This is my biggest position. And I'm letting you know that, the train's about to leave here. And if you're not in, you might want to think about getting on the train. If you stuck around here till the end, why don't you hit that like button, the subscribe button? Give me a call out. I'd appreciate it. Thanks.